Hello, in this video we will discuss about the viral hepatitis, the pathogenesis and the clinical finding we will discuss. The viral hepatitis. Hepatitis means the disease in the liver. So let's begin to understand the pathophysiology, the infection of the liver, which that will lead to different complication. So this is a person which that contain liver. So the water contamination and contaminated syringes and sexual contact, which that is the major source for the infection in the liver. So basically infection with virus that target the liver. So example is HAV, HBV, HCV, HPV and HEV, the hepatitis virus. So this is the type of hepatitis virus which that will infect the liver, and after the result of this infection the liver will be damaged. So let's begin to understand this is the damaged hepatocytes due to the infection invading of the pathogen as a virus, the hepatitis virus, and this is the sinusoids contain Kupffer cell as well as hepatic stellate cell is used for the innate immune response for recruitment of the innate immune cell. So in this way the inflammation will occur and these cytokines will produce from the liver inflammation. After the infection, the infected cell will recruit the immune cell for activation for like neutrophil, macrophage and monocyte as well as T lymphocyte. The T helper cell and cytotoxic T cell will lead to lysis of hepatocytes. After the lysis of hepatocyte, the bursting of the hepatocyte mean the decrease of the hepatocytes. In this way, the function of the liver will also decrease. So let's begin to understand. Here is the infection with chronic viruses like HPV and HCV and persist over time and additional symptoms develop. An infection with acute viruses like HAV and HEV, which that rescue over time and the symptom above normalize. So the above symptom as compared to the infection through HPV and HCV. So we are quoting the just overview. So mechanism is in the liver is decrease the hepatic metabolic activity like reduction of gluconeogenesis and the synthesis of plasma protein, albumin and clotting factor, for example, will decrease also. In this way, the homeostasis is also damaged, and the bilirubin, the clearance from blood, which that is bilirubin is the breakdown of RBC and other. In this will lead to bilirubin end up under the skin. In this way, the yellowish color will be show. And on the other hand, the sign and symptom if we will discuss the serum glucose and decrease. In this way, the serum glucose will decrease due to the decrease of the gluconeogenesis and albumin decrease, and insulin resistance will increase. On the other hand, the jaundice will occur. The jaundice means the increase of the bilirubin due to the non-functional malfunction of the liver. And in this way, the progressive deterioration in liver function possibly end up in cirrhosis. And cirrhosis is the irreversible tissue damage from fatty liver to cirrhosis. So the fatty liver also occur, and in this way here is the mechanism is the portal hypertension and hepatic insufficiency and the hyperestrogenism. The hyperestrogenism in male, which that will lead to change. So number one is due to the portal hypertension will lead to sign and symptom the encephalopathy, splenomegaly, the increase of the spleen size and esophageal varices and the ascites edema. On the other hand, the hepatic insufficiency will lead to encephalopathy also and muscle wasting, metabolic bone disease and the Terry's nails, ascites and bruising and the clubbing as well as edema. And number three is due to the hyperestrogenism will lead to spider navy, altered hair patterns, and testicular atrophy, the decrease of the muscle size, and gynecomastia and the Palmer erythema. While the second one is due to the lysis of hepatocyte, is a sign and symptom is RUQ pain, the right upper quadrant pain, and tenderness. While the mechanism is if infection is prolonged or severe, inflammation becomes systemic. And inflammation is go throughout the body will lead to fever, nausea, and vomiting. So this is the systemic circulation will lead to cause inflammation throughout the body, will lead to fever, the high temperature in the body. The normal should be 37. It means the 38 to 39, even 40, and nausea and vomiting. Vomiting means the emetic reflex due to the sympathetic nervous system activation and the disease progression. Anyhow, the sign and symptom we will discuss with the mechanism, the release of hepatocyte cellular content after the death into the bloodstream. And when going to the bloodstream, it means you can understand through serum in the laboratory. ALT, the alanine aminotransferase will increase, and the aspartate aminotransferase will also increase in the serum. You can identify the sign and symptom for the liver damage. So it means this is a problem, and this is basically is viral in hepatitis, the pathogenesis and the clinical finding you can understand. So the special notes for you is the hepatitis virus can only infect people with contamination, the hepatitis B virus infection, and the hepatitis B virus infected person which that will transmit, for example, contamination of syringe. And HAV and HBV vaccines are the only ones that currently exist, and not all patterns with viral hepatitis will develop each of the symptoms. So in this way, the non-alcoholic and alcoholic hepatitis, which that is also show this sign and symptom. So remember, so the stage of liver damage we will discuss shortly. So the healthy liver will convert after the progression of the viral hepatitis will lead to reversible non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. For example, in this way, viral infection. While after this progression, if it will not irreversible, it will lead to progression to cirrhosis, the damage and the death of the hepatocyte will lead to irreversible, and the transplantation of the liver is possibly recommended. So anyhow, in this video, we have discussed about the viral hepatitis, their pathogenesis and the clinical finding overview. So I hope you make sense about these things and the viral hepatitis and how the virus can infect, and we are not understanding the viral infection pathway. But the next video we will understand about the viral hepatitis infection mechanism in the hepatocyte and how it will be work and how it will change the physiological aspect in the cell, and we will learn about the cellular physiology in the next video. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share, and also give the comment below for understanding better and discuss to each other. Bye.